Okay.
Yeah. Just wait for the.
Let's come out to the back. Oh, can you give it a few revs on the end? Just a couple of gentle revs there. So, yeah, I'll go the engine in. Okay, can you give it a few revs on the engine back as well? That'd be lovely. If you'll jump in and just turn it off seconds, I'll just watch you turn the engine off and finish there. Yeah. So we're about to do the meet the owner video. I'm with Paul now, who owns this fantastic Land Rover, which I've had the pleasure of photographing and videoing. And Paul, it's like photographing a video in a brand new car. I mean, how does it come to be this way?
The man who built it was very passionate. He a Land Rover engineer. He was doing it for himself. He'd seen a company called Arconic online, who specialise in building older Defenders like this to as new, mainly for the American market. They do them in the UK, but something like this was £165,000. So it was a little bit out of his price range.
Wow.
Plus he had the skills to do it himself. Yeah. He thought he could do it at least a good a job.
Yeah. I think he's done probably a better job actually. I mean, it's obviously immaculate. I mean, everything about the car. I mean, you know, when I've lifted the floor carpets up, it's just everything's just brand new. It's nothing.
Yeah. So basically, you stripped it down. You hear often that something is stripped down to nuts and bolts. This really has been stripped down. Every nut, every bolt has been off, down to bare components, engine, gearbox, differentials. Where he could, like the differentials on this have been stripped, galvanized, which is quite rare, and then rebuilt with all new components, powder coated on the outside.
Wow.
So good to go for.
It's just amazing. I mean, it's exterior wise, it's fantastic. Been underneath the car, photographing it and videoing it, and it's just absolutely. There's not a mark on it. There's nothing. There's no dirt in it. There's nothing. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's like, you know, everything. Yeah. You know, looking around it, and if on the video you might hear me go, "Oh my god, this is amazing! This is amazing!" Because it's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's still a Land Rover. You know, I think on average they left the factory with 25 leaks. So they say it marks its territory. We've tried our best to get this down to less leaks than it left the factory. But it's but you know, you have to remember it's still an agricultural vehicle. Yeah. It doesn't drive like a G-Wagon or something. But you know, it's a very commanding position. Yeah. You get used to it. It's more for pottering around. It's not for going up and down the motorway at 70 miles an hour.
Definitely not. No. That's not designed for, is it? It's I mean, like we are now. We're slightly off-roading it. You know, you wouldn't do it, but we could happily plough along here, and you know, and it would just take it in its stride.
Stick it in diff lock. And away to go.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I love bits and pieces on the car. We've modernised in certain places. We've got USB sockets. We've got fantastic Sony CarPlay system here as well. It's sort of kept it into
very very few modifications. It's basically 90% original 200 TDI, and then just a couple of things to make it a bit more comfortable.
And the wheels, they are massive, great wheels. What size are those wheels?
They're just 16-inch
16-inch wheels, but obviously with a big,
but very big aggressive tyres on
them. They look amazing there, and I love the LED headlights and the rear lights as well. That really adds that sort of
that's the sort of just a nod to a bit of modification. Put some modern lighting on it so it's easier to see as you go along. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So we'll drive back. I'll do a little bit more filming driving along with this thing. I believe that will go. Just had it fitted with a heavy duty clutch, so it's good for towing if you want to take your boat in and out of the water. These will tow 3.5 ton.
Wow,
which is pretty unique, I think, for a vehicle like this.
That's a big caravan. That's a very big boat as well, isn't it? It's like a boat, isn't it?
But then because everything's been galvanised and powder coated, it is capable of going into the water, hosing it down afterwards, and then you'll be fine. We've got the snow cones on the front. I didn't go as far as putting a snorkel kit on it because I didn't think anybody would want to wade that deep in it. But I think it's capable of doing about a metre underwater. No problem at all. And it's made for the countryside, where we are now.
That's a perfect vehicle, isn't it? You know, whatever the weather. I mean, if we had a nice thick covering of snow, it'd be not a problem. But this, wouldn't it? It'd be,
interrupted by some of the local wildlife. The Gower where we are is common land.
Yes.
So they're on the animals are free to roam. Try and keep the paintwork away from him on the left. I think he could do a bit of damage.
I noticed when we were moving in the house, it was like you could see the lock. It wasn't like fantastic, but it's not designed for that, really, is it? It's
no. Speed humps, we don't really have to slow down.
No, we don't.
That much.
It just crashes over the top and just bangs over the top, no problem. So.
with a heavy duty clutch. So it's good for towing if you want to take your boat in and out of the water. These will tow 3.5 ton.
Wow, crikey.
Pretty unique, I think. For
that is unique, yeah.
Like this.
That's a big caravan. That's a very big boat as well, isn't it? It's like a sizable boat, isn't it? It's the.
But then, because everything's been galvanised and powder coated, it is capable of going to the water, closing it down afterwards, and then you'll be fine. The snow cones on the front, I didn't go as far as putting a snorkel kit on it because I didn't think anybody would want to wade that deep in it. But I think it's capable of doing about a metre underwater.
Yes.
No problem at all. I think it's made for the countryside, where we are now.
That's a perfect vehicle, isn't it? You know, whatever the weather. I mean, if we now had a nice thick covering of snow, it would be not a problem for this thing, would it? It would be.
Interrupted by local wildlife. The goer where we are is common land.
Yes. So they're on there.
Animals are free to roam.
Wow, he's got some antlers, isn't he?
Yeah.
There's
Try and keep the paintwork away from
yes,
him
yeah.
on the left. I think you could do a bit of damage. Also to make it just a little bit easier to drive, I got the power steering upgraded.
Oh right.
You still have to be a little bit careful in tight spaces because it's got the turning circle of not a modern car.
I noticed when we were moving in the house, it was like you can see the lock on it wasn't like fantastic, but it's not designed for that really, is it? It's
No.
It's trying to rain on us as well. Typical.
Good thing then we have a lot of speed ups. We don't really have to slow down.
No, you don't actually.
Much
It just crashes over the top of them, doesn't it? It just bangs over the top, no problem.